Hello, everyone. The paradox is driving them insane. You're walking through world appearing unbothered, appearing available but not desperate, appearing interested but not attached, appearing like someone who could take relationship or leave it, who doesn't need anyone, who's perfectly fine alone, who won't fall apart if things don't work out. And that appearance, whether it's genuine detachment or masterful performance or protective mechanism you've developed after past hurts, is creating effect you might not have intended, is making you magnetic in a way that neediness never could, is making them want to lock you down precisely because you seem unlockable. Because here's what they're experiencing. Every time they expect you to push for more, you're content with current. Every time they anticipate you asking, "What are we?" you're genuinely fine with ambiguity. Every time they prepare for pressure about future, you're fully present in moment without demanding guarantees. And that lack of pressure, that absence of the desperate energy they've experienced with others, that missing element of emotional hostage taking is doing something to their nervous system, is creating safety that allows them to relax. And in that relaxation, they're discovering they actually want what they thought they'd have to be trapped into. They want commitment with you because you act like you don't need commitment, because you're not forcing it, because you're not making their freedom feel like prison they have to escape. Here's what you act like you don't want strings attached actually looks like. You have your own life, full life, life that includes them but doesn't revolve around them. You have friends they haven't met, hobbies they don't participate in, goals that exist independently of relationship, time you spend without them that you genuinely enjoy, not just tolerate. And that fullness, that evidence you're whole person, not half person seeking completion, is attractive in way emptiness never is showing them relationship would be enhancement, not life support. You don't chase when they pull back. When they need space, you give it without drama. When they're busy, you fill time with your life, not with anxiety about their absence. When they don't text immediately, you don't spiral into they don't care panic. That ease, that lack of anxious pursuit, creates space for them to miss you, to notice your absence, to actually want to reach out instead of feeling obligated to manage your anxiety. You don't demand definitions prematurely. You're not rushing to label, not forcing where is this going conversations before foundation is built, not trying to lock them into commitment before both of you are ready. That patience, that willingness to let things develop organically feels rare, feels like breath of fresh air after relationships where labels came before actual connection, where commitment was demanded before it was earned. You maintain mystery. They don't know everything about you, don't have complete access, don't get all your time or attention or emotional processing. You keep some parts private, keep some independence sacred. That mystery creates intrigue, creates desire to know more, creates pursuit energy in them instead of you always pursuing Create space where relationship deepens through gradual revelation, not instant oversharing. You don't tolerate bad behavior to keep them. When they're inconsistent, you're inconsistent back or you create distance. When they're disrespectful, you set boundary. When they disappoint, you address it or you adjust your investment. You don't sacrifice yourself to maintain connection. That self respect, that willingness to walk away rather than accept less, is showing them you're choosing them, not needing them. That difference matters. Chosen feels valuable. Needed feels like burden. What they want commitment reveals about their shift. They want means this is their desire emerging, is them recognizing what they want, is them arriving at conclusion, not being pressured into it, is them deciding, not being convinced. And decisions made internally are stronger than decisions forced externally are more likely to sustain, are based on genuine want, not compliance with pressure. Commitment, not just continued casual, not just let's keep hanging out. Commitment means they want security, want exclusivity, maybe, want label, want future planning, want integration of lives, want something defined that creates structure around connection. That desire for structure from person who seemed commitment averse reveals shift, reveals your lack of pressure created safety to want what pressure would have made them resist. With you specifically, not just commitment generally, but commitment with you means you're not interchangeable, means your specific qualities, your specific energy, your specific way of being created this desire. Someone else needing commitment wouldn't create same response. Someone else pushing wouldn't make them want to commit. You specifically, with your specific approach, created conditions where commitment feels desirable, not threatening. Why your detachment creates their attachment. Because scarcity creates value. You're not constantly available, not endlessly accommodating, not always prioritizing them. You have limits. You have other things. You sometimes say no, and that scarcity, that unavailability, makes your availability precious, makes time with you feel valuable, makes them work to get access instead of taking access for granted. Because lack of pressure allows authentic feeling to develop. When someone's not demanding commitment, you can discover you want it. When someone's not forcing future, you can imagine it organically. When someone's not trapping you, you can choose cage voluntarily. Your detachment removed resistance, removed the reactance that makes people run from pressure, created space for genuine desire to emerge. Because you demonstrate you'll be fine without them. You're not performing I don't need you while desperately needing. You actually have built life that works, that supports you, that fulfills you, that would continue if they left. And that reality that you're not bluffing about being fine alone makes them understand commitment is choice, not necessity for you. Makes them understand they could actually lose you. Makes losing you feel like a real threat, not empty warning. Because self-respect is attractive. Boundaries are attractive. Standards are attractive. Watching you honor yourself makes them want to honor you. Watching you refuse to beg makes them want to choose you. Desperation repels, self possession attracts. You're demonstrating latter. They're responding with desire for commitment. This reflection invites you to consider, is your no strings attached energy genuine or protective performance after past hurt? If genuine, if you're actually content with ambiguity, their desire for commitment creates decision point. Do you want commitment or are you happy with current arrangement? If protective, if you're performing detachment while secretly wanting more, their desire for commitment is relief, is permission to want. What you've been hiding, you want. Either way, honesty with yourself about what you actually want matters before responding to their desire. This reflection invites you to consider, what would you want commitment with them to look like? Exclusivity, future planning, meeting families, moving in, marriage, or just continued what you have, but with label. Clarity about your vision prevents accepting their commitment without understanding what commitment means to each of you, prevents discovering you define it differently after agreeing to it. What you should do when they express desire for commitment. Don't immediately collapse into relief if you've been secretly wanting this. Don't abandon the detachment that created their desire. Don't suddenly become needy now that commitment is offered. Maintain core of who you've been. Maintain your life. Maintain your boundaries. Maintain your self-possession. Those qualities are what they want committed access to. Don't destroy them through relief. Do verify their readiness is genuine. What's making you want commitment now? What does commitment mean to you? What are you hoping for? What would change? Those questions assess whether desire is solid or just reaction to fear of losing you, whether commitment is genuine want or just strategy to secure you so you stop being scarce. Communicate honestly about what you want. If you want commitment, say so. If you're uncertain, say that. If you need time to decide, ask for it. If you have specific needs around what commitment means, name them. I'm interested in commitment, but I need to understand. What does that look like for you? What are you offering? What are you expecting? Clarity prevents misalignment, prevents assuming you're agreeing to same thing when you're actually envisioning different arrangements. SET pace that serves you. Don't let their urgency override your discernment. Don't rush into commitment just because they're finally offering what you wanted. I appreciate you wanting this. I want to build toward commitment thoughtfully. Can we take time to discuss what that means for both of us? Thoughtful pacing protects both, ensures commitment is built on solid foundation, not just relief that chases ending, and maintain the qualities that created their desire. Keep your own life. Keep your boundaries. Keep your self respect. Keep your standards. Don't abandon independence just because commitment is secured. Commitment doesn't mean merging into one person, doesn't mean sacrificing what made you attractive, doesn't mean becoming what you weren't. Best commitment preserves individuality while creating partnership, maintains two whole people choosing each other. What commitment with you should include to be healthy? Reciprocal effort. They can't just want commitment while you do all work of maintaining it. Can't just claim you while expecting you to perform all emotional labor. Commitment means both investing, both showing up, both prioritizing, both compromising, both growing. Respect for your independence, for your life outside relationship, for your need for space, for your friendships, for your goals, for your time alone. Commitment that requires you abandoning yourself isn't healthy commitment, is possession, not partnership. Clear communication about expectations. What does committed mean? Exclusivity, future planning, financial entanglement, living arrangements, marriage trajectory, just emotional commitment? Naming specifics prevents assumptions, prevents disappointment when expectations don't align, prevents one person thinking they're getting something they're not getting, and continued growth. Commitment isn't end point, isn't we're committed, so work is done, is new phase requiring different work. Work of deepening, of staying curious, of handling conflict, of maintaining attraction, of navigating change, of building future. If they think commitment means securing you so they can stop trying, that's problem. Commitment should deepen effort, not end it. What to watch for red flags in their commitment desire. If commitment desire emerged because someone else showed interest, if they only want to commit because competitor appeared, that's reactive, not genuine. That's fear-based, not desire-based. Reactive commitment often fades once threat disappears. Once they've secured you, urgency dissolves, interest wanes. If they're wanting commitment but not willing to do work, commitment requires want label without effort, want security without reciprocity, want your investment without investing themselves. That's wanting benefits without responsibilities. That's wanting to lock you down while maintaining their freedom. That's inequitable arrangement. If commitment comes with pressure to change who you've been, if they want you committed but also want you more available, more accommodating, more focused on them, less independent, that's wanting to eliminate the qualities that attracted them. That's wanting security while destroying what made you secure worthy. And if commitment is rushed without addressing foundation issues, if there are unresolved conflicts or compatibility questions or concerning patterns they're trying to bypass through commitment, commitment doesn't fix problems, doesn't heal wounds, doesn't resolve incompatibilities, just formalizes whatever currently exists. Make sure what exists is worth committing to before agreeing to commit. The power is yours. It always has been. They want commitment with you because you act like you don't want strings attached. And when they express this desire, whether directly or through changed behavior, your job is verifying readiness is genuine. Communicating honestly about your wants, setting pace that serves you, maintaining qualities that created desire, ensuring commitment is reciprocal and respects independence, and watching for red flags like reactive commitment or wanting benefits without responsibilities. Take what resonates, softly release the rest, trust yourself. And listen, your detachment worked. Your independence attracted. Your self possession created desire for commitment. But don't weaponize that knowledge. Don't continue performing detachment manipulatively once you know it works. Don't strategically withhold to maintain control. If you genuinely want commitment, if their desire aligns with your desire, be honest. Let them in. Build something real. If you don't actually want commitment, if detachment was genuine, not strategic, be honest about that too. Don't accept commitment you don't want just because it's being offered. Your power isn't in staying detached forever, is in knowing what you want and choosing based on that knowing. Choose honestly, choose from strength, choose what serves your actual desires, not what maintains strategic advantage. They want you. Question is, do you want them? And do you want commitment or do you want current arrangement? Answer that. Then act accordingly. Take care.